Greetings, this is Adam with the Rata Non Grata, and to help celebrate the technical 40th anniversary of the Atari 7800, let's do a comparison. So what's on the screen right now is the original 1988 port of the arcade Mario Bros. To the Atari 7800 Pro system, as hardcore fans of Nintendo likely know that there were a few games ported to the Atari 2600 and the 7800 back in the 80s as a part of the deal that Nintendo and Atari had worked out. But as you saw there, the 1988 port was crap, sounded crappy. And what you're seeing here is a new port of Mario Bros. Created by someone named Old Style, and he's aiming to recreate the arcade experience on the 7800 and show that the 7800 was indeed capable of producing a very high-quality arcade-like port to it, whereas who Atari paid to do the original port, well, that's when you an example of you get what you pay for, and when you don't pay a lot, then you don't get a lot. And so I believe this is a work-in-progress demo. It's not complete, but I also am not sure if that, probably due to legal reasons, it won't ever be fully released, or definitely wouldn't be sold, anything like that. But as you can see, especially as we compare the two side by side, that the quality of this other port is just fantastic. Now, one thing that did take a little getting used to, and I haven't played the arcade original in a pretty long time, but the controls are a little bit floaty on the new one, or the physics. You scoot along a little bit more than maybe I was expecting to, and so sometimes that landed me into trouble. Again, I can't recall if that's exactly how the arcade port played, just because it's been so long since I played that, but you can still see that both graphically, physically, sound-wise, that the 7800 certainly was capable of pulling off something that this is what it should have been back in the day. Now, I think that the file on this new one is 512 kilobytes, which is also something that this 7800 was capable of doing, but it's just one of those things that the Tramels did not wish to. And here's one of those floaty parts on the left-hand side where I accidentally kept hitting the POW and I was not trying to. But yeah, this is just a prime example of what happens when you cheap out and you're not willing to spend the money to create the cartridges, as most of the ROM sizes on the 80s era 7800 games was only like 48K, but it was capable of much more. And so, yeah, they really shelled out. Well, I guess, to be fair, I think the upper limits was something like 144K at the time, but I'm sure if they wanted to really spend the money, they could have gotten a 512K going at it, and it makes a difference. Not sure if this is using any extra RAM, but again, this is running on original Atari 7800 hardware. The left side I am running on a Dragonfly cart, so that also has a Pokey and the extra RAM built into it, but again, there's no extra chips that the 7800 wouldn't have been able to use to produce this. It's all capable of, or was capable of doing that. But I'll shut up here so you can hear the sounds. Of course, it is playing both sounds, both the annoying, irritating ones from the original port and the much nicer ones from the new port. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll catch you on the next video.